And let's take a look at weather elsewhere. This is currently looking at Chicago right now. They're dealing with some very cold rain out across the Windy City. Of course, 34 degrees. I wouldn't be surprised if most of that rain ends up freezing overnight. Going to cause some very bad conditions out across the Midwest there as we are dealing with this system that ultimately is bringing us our cooler weather there. So stretching all the way from Chicago to South Padre Island, we are seeing rough conditions out on the island from our Gulf waters there. Right now 61 degrees, very breezy conditions, winds gusting up to 40 miles an hour. As we look at those weather headlines, cold and windy conditions tonight. Eventually the wind is going to cause that wind chill to feel like it's in the low 30s, mid 30s there. So highs in the 60s and 70s through the rest of the work week into the weekend. We're going to be back into the 80s by the start of next week there. So radar and satellite right now showing that front moving through and clearing the state of Texas. We're just dealing with those breezy conditions, so colder temperatures across the valley and across South Texas for the next 2 to 3 days. We're going to see those lows in the 40s and 50s, highs in the 60s and 70s. Unfortunately, we're not expecting any significant cold fronts that are going to be moving through, or any significant rain chances rather, that will be bringing any relief to the increasing drought conditions across the valley. So expect those conditions to remain mostly chilly in the overnight hours. As far as your 7-day forecast, highs in the upper 60s, low 60s for tomorrow. We're going to be dropping into the 40s and 50s through the weekend with a few clouds expected for this weekend, but we're going to warm right back up into the 80s in there as we head into the start of next week there. So mostly cloudy skies for this weekend, but we are expecting these roller coaster ride of temperatures to still be the case, at least for the next 7 days.